Okay, we are online right now. Okay, thank you everyone for being here. This is the webinar for this topic, uh, which is Metaverse in Education. This is the group 5. It's conformed by Raquel de Rosillo, Adrián Castro, Patricia Viteri, Luis Nacevilla, y Jorge Macías. We're gonna talk about this topic. I hope you can learn a little bit about this topic, and we're gonna start with the introduction that my partner Luis Nacevilla is going to talk about. Okay, give me a second.
Okay, let's start. Now, here we have the introduction. Introduction. In recent years, the metaverse has emerged as a promising innovation in education, combining VR, AR, MR, NI, and ICT in another technological tools. It's aimed to transform teaching and learning by creating interaction, collaborative, and personalized experience where students actively shape their own learning. Next slide, please. Studies and implementation cases show that the metaverse can boost student motivation, engagement, knowledge, retention, and practice skill in safe, controlled environment. Many universities and international organizations are already experimenting with it, highlighting its potential to transform education and professional training. Next slide, please. However, the metaverse also faces challenges such as infrastructure requirements, develop cost data, security, and accessibility. Therefore, it is crucial to understand its theoretical framework, study successful case, and develop guidelines for responsible and sustainable implement. Next slide, please. Now, here we have the theoretical framework. Digital reality technology just has the potential to transform education, remote work, marketing, economy, and entertainment, creating a new paradigm of information exchange, the metaverse. The term comes from meta, beyond, and universe, and refers to post-reality space that merge the physical and digital world in a continuous multi-user environment. Virtual reality (VR) and augmented reality (AR) drive this force weight of technological innovation, with application from online business to discuss education. Unlike 2D web tools, the metaverse offers immersive experiences through visual, sounds, movement, and touch using a device like VR, a headset, and omnidirectional transmission. Meanwhile, AR enhance the physical world by overlaying digital elements through devices such as smartphone, glasses, or contact lens. This spatial combination of real virtual enriches the education experiences. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you very much. Now my partner.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for participating in this webinar referring on the Metaverse High Education. Now, definition of the Metaverse High Education is the future of learning through immersive in technology. Okay. Classmate, the next flyer. Okay. Definitions of AR and Metaverse. Mixed reality AR combines AR plus VR interactives in real time the metaverse go beyond VR or AR. That's the definition is mentioned, and the social interaction for the students or persons and planning and projects and team projects of the games and learning. It's an instrument for the person, the children and teenagers uh, gains and learning for different ages. Okay, the next flyer, Mr. Thank you. The real virtuality continues argument, augmented reality, mixed reality, and virtual reality. Okay, is that reference and comparison the graphics, the NRs, ARs, and VR. No, the augmented reality for the person that participates in this experience. The mixed realities when the persons interact with the other persons in the mixed reality. No, today I different roles gains and the persons the mixed reality interact with the other persons in in the virtual in reality virtuals. And they mention the virtual realities is the environment is virtual for reference. Okay, the next graphics, next flyer. Key characteristics of the metaverse. No? It, this mentions a shared space for multiple user, persistent reality that continues, decentralized, not controlled by one system, multiple identities in virtual space as core enablers of the metaverse. So, talk about the principles, characteristics, reference of the metaverse. Okay. The next flyer. Okay. The metaverse in education, metaverse environment. Talk about the personal, decentralization and personal learning environment and the personal teaching environment. Narrow sense organize the activities and the social practice activities in physical and development for generals. Okay, is reference and education metaverse environment. Okay, the next flyer, classmate. Elements of the metaverse. Now, augmented reality, referring the AR, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, AI, the live flowing experience recording, social interaction, the real and virtual characters. Okay. The next flyer. Okay. In education, remember the 2020 reference and the pandemic, education and the pandemic, different change in education for the person learn different things. COVID-19 disrupted global education, forced the transitions to online learning, changed the students' thinking, attitudes, and skills. The technologies ensure continuous of education. You can look in the graphics referring and results of technologies in education and pandemics. The principal is the cell phones, computer, tablet, and laptop. For the principal for a computer is the percentage is the total percentage 27% is the for the person is students and person in the working use these resources technologies. Okay, the next flyer, classmate. The metaverse in higher education, the coronavirus pandemic disrupted education, global both learning and teachers have to adjust. A new distance learning method from the beginning of 2020. The world has been several challenged and disrupted by the COVID-19 epidemic. The epidemic has affected all facets of society, particularly in the educational system. For example, the different person working with the self on the class and different activities. Now, educators and IT professionals are seeing the same things. Is the internet help individual learn its current form? What kind of thing will the metaverse allow everyone to do? Referring and the curriculum. Okay, the next flyer, classmate. The metaverse in higher education is personalize the curriculum for students, new forms of collaboration or interaction, immersive in global and flexible learning, and reflections if the internet already supports of learning. Okay, the next flyer. Okay, thank you for your participation in this. Thank you, classmate.
Okay, it's my turn. Nice to meet you all the people that are here. I'm gonna continue with the investigation with May. According to Meta research, 100% of the teachers have identified that students' confidence in their knowledge has improved with VR learning. It means that all the students that has implemented this kind of technology has better results according to research that Meta Facebook has made, and 80% of the improvement. It means 94% learn better in VR, 90% report increased engagement and interest in their lessons, 25% higher confidence in knowledge, and 15% improvement on multiple choice questions. Uh, this is because the metaverse can transform the world in a gamified virtual reality where the people can use these technologies and have a very confidence of making mistakes, because in a traditional environment the student has to interact with the teacher, but we feel like we don't have to engage a lot. But when we try with learning environments like this one, the metaverse, the people can feel confident in making mistakes because it's like a game. The metaverse is has four structures: augmented reality, which has the virtual dimensions, animated elements, convenient knowledge, live logging. It means all the networking, all the data that it's say in the metaverse, like social shares, networking, data synthesis. This means because we can respond, we can be whatever we left off, and we can continue where we want to continue. It means that the students can repeat all the activities in the metaverse that maybe in the real world can't because of the time. Mirror world, it means that we try to create like a virtual world replicating the real world, like for example creating like a space where it has a classroom and you don't have to be in real asynchronic session, just by in your home. And virtual reality, this means flawless interface, interaction, communication, and gaming for knowledge. There are many companies that use this kind of technology. The most well known is Roblox. Roblox is the most used for kids and teenagers because it's a platform where people can play whatever they want. There are the community, it's bigger compared to other companies. Roblox is one of the key elements of the metaverse. It's like a Minecraft game. It's a square game where the people can feel confident because it's like a space for communication. Even though we have many other companies, the Roblox is the most well known. This is the sample that I picked from Roblox. You can see avatars, you can see icons of people engaging, talking. and this is the world that Roblox has created for the metaverse. In terms of like Meta is creating their own. Um, we have certain characteristics: the connection to connect smoothly and fast and communicate with others, people around the world, to study. Uh, this platform has reduced the amount of time that certain people need to require certain specific knowledge because it's gamified. It's personalized because it means that the metaverse has increased in community and there are more personalized experiences, even though the teachers has to create their own experiences and platforms in the metaverse to continue engaging in this technology. Exploration, it means that the virtual world it's bigger compared to the real world. We can be in whatever we want. I can be in France if I want. I can study there with my teacher if my teacher does those kind of activities. If we are learning, for example, the French culture, thinking this means that it builds ecosystems where students can reflect in these kind of technologies where they feel more confident and play. This is because it's all gamified to have the most engagement with kids, with teenagers, because there are the new rulers of the world, because they are growing with the new technology compared to the other ones that has no so much interest in this kind of technologies compared to the traditional ones. So this is the graph as a summary in the metaverse. The teacher creates like an immersive, interactive experience. It's back and forth. Students check this immersive experience. There are visualizations, reducing learning costs and risk because the student doesn't need to go to a certain place because they can do in their home, even though the students need the many requirements which my next partner is going to talk about. And well, the metaverse community try to prevent academic misconduct. You can personalize your avatars, and this promote communications with people around the world. That was my part. So my next partner Raquel is going to continue. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna leave the meeting in my. Partner Raquel, your microphone is off. Turn it off, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and greetings to all us watching us. My name is Raquel Quiñones, and I will talking about the role of the metaverse in the education, where I can say the metaverse offers students a fully immersive learning experience. For example, when studying planning, it can show the entire galaxy, and learning can zoom the city detail of the cosmos. When studying of architecture, a student can travel back in a time and explore a building of the clothes and encapsulates and the place where a virtual reality to use simple and physical work. We can find four types of metaverse: uh, augmented reality, live lodging, mirror world, and virtual reality. Well, we can talking about the virtual reality. My classmate, the next slide, please. Okay, thank you. So we can think of the metaverse as is a place where virtual reality complements the real world. There are, como decirles, where in the Please, the next slide. Ready? Yes. Yeah, ahora sí. For example, uh, for example, I will talking about the for the L Friends KM XR Center Excellent Metal Quest, the perfect platform to migrate. Training integration and meta horizon magnets selection were key for the A firms success and work smoothly with the Axis IT system. Traditional flight simulator, experts training and professional actors are expensive. The next slide, please. That's me. Okay. Ahora vamos. Portability. Given staff the opportunity to take hardest home outcomes and trade it as often as they want in helping to improve learning, and the option of MetaQuest hires without the additional equipment made it a possible. They made it a possible. The next slide is okay. Well, um, the cost. The costs are the traditional flight simulator and expert trainings and professional actors are expensive meta guests give air friends they give it a friends and about the cost I can say is the traditional flights. So I been talking the metaverse has been for change in the education maybe. uh, no maybe yeah I'm sure for this. That is it all for me. Partner, please can help me with the next slide. Yeah. Okay, but I can find it. I would say the metaverse technologies can change how we learn. They can listen more engaging, bringing student and teacher together remotely, improve knowledge retention, and help a student access learning opportunities anywhere in the world. And that's it all for me. Thank you for watching us.
Partner Viteri, your mic is not turned off. The people cannot hear you. Okay, partner, try to connect again, and meanwhile, I want to continue with the exposition. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna continue, and meanwhile, my partner is going to fix their mic problem. The next slide it's about advantages and disadvantages of the metaverse in education because uh, it's obviously that the metaverse has certain benefits, but we're going to discuss about it. Um, Partner Viteri, try to fix your mic problem. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue with exposition. Advantages. One of the key advantages is gamification because the people can interact like a game. The teachers, the community can create their own games. Diversity and inclusion. This means that the people cannot feel judged in this world because the environment creates like an inclusion a space for the people that doesn't need to be the their language. This is a platform where all the people can interact. Virtual campus, this means that it's a virtual world, so they can create virtual campus. And well, visual learning is because you have a virtual world, so you can see things that you cannot see in the real world. So, as a summary, we had 3D virtual worlds combining with gamified education, maintaining an active learning environment, and a critical thinking space. It's more likely, like in the image, you can see like a classroom where people can like sit in the classroom talking with their teacher, like in a real one. So the teacher can experience and the students can experience this new methodology. The diversity and inclusion is very important, and skills-based learning. The metaverse offers the chance to practice different skills because we have many ways to create activities in this world. The virtual campus, as you can see in the image, uh, this is like a conference. You can see people exposing their ideas, their events in a virtual campus. And well, also we had disadvantages. I don't know if my partner, Patricia Viteri, has already fixed their mic. Can you try to talk, please? No, I think not. Try to leave the meeting, please, and try to access again. Otherwise, I will continue with the exposition. Okay. We had disadvantages. Disadvantages are many. Are many. The thing is, for MetaWorld, it's an expensive infrastructure. You need good technology, you need good Wi-Fi, you need to buy the requirements like the VR headset, you need to have a laptop. It's not for middle low income class yet. The metaverse is developing in specific regions, so it would take a lot of time to be a low it's inexpensive equipment, but we are getting there. It's like the phones were expensive in the beginning, so we are right now in the way. So the disadvantages, absence, the legislative restrictions, the government has to try to to have certain presence because there are many cultures around the world. Uh, Visual learning, it's a benefit and also a disadvantages because the visual learning, if we apply many gamified experience, the people can learn, but it doesn't change the traditional ways because it has to be like a mix. It doesn't. This is only a way, but it's not the only way. Expensive infrastructure is it's expensive to maintain, even though today is still expensive, but with the time it's gonna get there. Cultural biases and virtual reality, well, there are inequalities because it's like a pay game. You can pay for customize your avatar wherever you are because it's not a known it has to pay the servers. The many companies has to maintain this infrastructure, so there has to be some money involved. So it's no 100% free in this case. The thing is that all this data is stored in the Facebook servers, in company servers, because all the data, it means money for the company. The more data they have, the more money they produce. So that's one of the challenges and ethical considerations, because it means that they know who you are, where you live, your account number, social security number, many things that are kind of the people doesn't want to share. Well, I don't know if my partner Riteri has speak right now. Can speak right now? No, I think so. So we're going to. I'm gonna give the conclusions. The conclusion is high potential if intentionally designed. The metaverse can make learning more interactive, hands-on by enabling 3D visualizations, art-based collaborations, say simulations, practice skills that you can maybe you don't have the money to do in the real world. Like for example, in aviation, you maybe don't have like an airplane to practice, but you want to be an airman, and you with the metaverse you can try to understand how the airplanes works and try to practice, and as long as continue you will have like a certain knowledge. That is one of the key benefits. It's in an early stage, so there are barriers the adoption of these infrastructures, and it has a high cost. Accessibility is still limited, and you have to be like a professional uh, person to try to get in the deep insights of this kind of technology, because not many people can access right now because it's expensive. But our tools are platforms that are trying to have the like a free ones. And well, this is a complement, not a replacement. This is a way to learn to play, but this doesn't change the traditional ways. So that was the presentation that we wanted to show to you the important aspects of the metaverse, important aspects of the metaverse, because it's very important to understand how we can interact, how we can decide, how we can teach the students with this kind of technology. So I don't know if one of my partners want to say anything before we leave. Any comments,
Right.
or you can type in the
Yes.
chats.
For conclusion, is the importance the metaverse for education. Thank you for the person participate in this in the webinar, the families and classmates. Is that important for the project final in this activity? Okay, thank you.
Thank you for watching us.
Okay, thank you everyone. This was the webinar for this topic. If you like it, please fill the form. There is a form of your participation. Subscribe if you want, give it a like, and leave a comment. So that was the presentation. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. See you around.
Thank you.